Have you ever felt like childhood summers lasted forever, but now years pass by in a blink? Why does time speed up as we get older, and can we ever slow it down? When you were a kid, every day felt new. The smell of rain, the first day of school, birthdays that took forever to arrive. But as an adult, months vanish like seconds. Scientists call this the time perception paradox, and it's one of the most fascinating illusions your brain creates. See, your brain doesn't measure time like a clock. It measures change, the amount of new information it processes. When life is full of new experiences, your brain has to record more data, making time feel longer. But when days start looking the same, your brain compresses those memories, and time seems to shrink. That's why a summer as a 10-year-old feels endless. But a year in your 30s can feel like a weekend. Think about it. When was the last time you did something completely new? The more routine your life becomes, the faster it feels like it's passing. Novelty literally stretches your perception of time. Psychologists suggest that our sense of time is deeply tied to memory density. Every unique event, your first kiss, your first job, a trip abroad, adds more bookmarks in your mind. But as we age, routines replace novelty. Our brain takes shortcuts, predicting what's next instead of paying attention to every detail. This is called predictive processing, your brain's way of saving energy. It stops noticing the small differences, so fewer new memories form. As a result, entire weeks can pass without feeling significant. It's like flipping through a photo album. The fewer pictures you take, the shorter your life feels when you look back. But there's another reason time speeds up: proportion. At age 10, 1 year is 10% of your life. At 50, it's just 2%. That's why childhood felt slow. Every year was a huge slice of your existence. So as you grow older, each year becomes a smaller and smaller fraction, making your perception of time accelerate. But wait, does that mean we're all doomed to feel like life is rushing past us? Not quite. Neuroscientists have found that you can actually retrain your brain to slow down time. Not literally, but psychologically. Here's how. First, seek novelty. Try new things. Travel to a place you've never been. Learn a new skill. When your brain encounters something unfamiliar, it focuses deeply, forming rich, vivid memories. This attention expands your perception of time. Even small changes, taking a different route to work, meeting new people, or trying a new hobby, can stretch your sense of the day. Second, be present. Ever notice how vacations feel longer when you truly unplug? That's mindfulness, your brain switching from autopilot to active awareness. When you slow down and notice details, sounds, smells, sensations, you're telling your brain, this moment matters. And that makes the moment feel longer. Mindfulness, journaling, or simply putting your phone away for a while can make time feel fuller and more meaningful. Third, limit routine. Structure is good, but too much of it makes life blur together. Ever wake up on Monday and suddenly it's Friday? That's your brain skipping repetitive memories. Break the pattern. Even small surprises help your mind re-engage with the world. Ask yourself this. If your future self looked back at this week, would they remember it? If not, maybe it's time to make something worth remembering. Scientists have even observed this effect in brain scans. The hippocampus, the part responsible for forming memories, becomes more active during new experiences. That's why time feels slower when you're learning something new. Your brain is busy making fresh connections. But when you repeat the same routine, that activity drops, and time feels like it's flying. This is why time drags during your first week at a new job. Every detail matters. But months later, when tasks become automatic, those same hours feel shorter. So in a strange way, the speed of time is up to you. The more awake you are to life, the slower it feels. The more you drift through it, the faster it slips away. Philosophers like William James noticed this more than a century ago. He wrote that as we age, time accelerates because fewer truly new experiences occur, and we stop paying attention to life's small miracles. But the cure is simple: awareness. Pay attention. Live intentionally. Make new memories. That's how you stretch time, not on the clock, but in your mind.